English learners, welcome to episode 4, season 2 of Speak Smart. Today, we'll explore how listening to English podcasts can help beginners improve their skills. Let's get started. James, do you listen to English podcasts regularly?
Yes, I love them. They're a great way to improve my listening skills.
That's interesting. Are they helpful for beginners too?
Absolutely. Podcasts are perfect for learning vocabulary and pronunciation.
What type of podcasts would you recommend for beginners?
Short and simple ones, especially those designed for English learners.
That makes sense. Do you have any favorite podcasts?
Yes, ESL Pod and The English We Speak are great for beginners.
I've heard of The English We Speak. What makes it special?
It teaches everyday expressions in short and engaging episodes.
That sounds useful. How often should beginners listen to podcasts?
I'd recommend listening at least 15 minutes every day.
That's doable. Should they focus on understanding every word?
Not necessarily. Understanding the main idea is more important.
What's the best way to start listening to a podcast?
Begin with slow-speed episodes and gradually move to normal speed.
That's a good idea. Should they take notes while listening?
Yes, writing down new words or phrases can be very helpful.
I find that repeating sentences helps me remember them better.
Absolutely. Shadowing is a great way to improve pronunciation.
How do you choose which podcast episodes to listen to?
I pick topics that interest me or are relevant to my goals.
That makes the process more enjoyable, doesn't it?
Yes, when you enjoy the topic, learning becomes effortless.
What about podcasts that discuss complex topics?
Those are great for advanced learners, but beginners should start simple.
Do you listen with subtitles or without them?
I start with subtitles and then try without them after gaining confidence.
That's a smart approach. Does repeating podcasts help too?
Definitely. Listening multiple times helps catch details you missed before.
Do you think listening to a variety of accents is important?
Yes, it's essential to get used to how English is spoken worldwide.
That's true. British and American accents can be very different.
Exactly. Podcasts are a great way to expose yourself to those differences.
How do you stay consistent with your podcast listening habit?
I set a specific time each day, like during breakfast or commuting.
That's a great idea. Consistency really makes a difference.
It does. Have you tried listening while doing other tasks?
Yes, I listen while cooking or exercising. It's very effective.
That's multitasking at its best. Do you ever pause and replay?
All the time. Replaying helps me understand difficult parts better.
That's a good strategy. Do you listen to podcasts on specific platforms?
I use Spotify and YouTube. They have a wide variety of podcasts.
I use them too. Have you tried podcast apps like Stitcher or Overcast?
Not yet, but I'll check them out. Thanks for the suggestion.
You're welcome. Do you think it's better to listen alone or with friends?
Both work well, but discussing podcasts with friends can be fun.
I agree. Sharing ideas helps improve understanding.
How do you deal with podcasts that feel too advanced?
I break them into parts and focus on understanding one section at a time.
That's a good tip. Do you use a dictionary while listening?
Sometimes, but I try to guess the meaning from context first.
That's a smart approach. What about podcasts with transcripts?
They're excellent. Reading along while listening improves comprehension.
Do you think beginners should focus on one podcast or explore many?
Starting with one is better, then gradually exploring more options.
That's a good idea. Do you listen to podcasts in other languages too?
Sometimes, it's a great way to learn about different cultures.
Do you ever feel overwhelmed by too much information?
Yes, so I take breaks and listen in small chunks to avoid burnout.
That's smart. Do you think podcasts can replace traditional lessons?
Not completely, but they're a great supplement to regular lessons.
What's the most challenging part of learning through podcasts?
Staying focused, especially when the content feels difficult.
How do you overcome that challenge?
I take notes and set small goals for each listening session.
That's great advice. Any final tips for beginners?
Be patient, enjoy the process, and celebrate small improvements.
I'll remember that. Thanks for all the helpful tips, James.
You're welcome. Let's keep improving together with podcasts.
Thank you for listening to Episode 4, Season 2 of Speak Smart. Don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for our next episode. Happy learning!